Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Rocket Alchemy. So, after the recent special episode we are going back to our main campaign. And, well, let's see what science do we have here. So, yeah, we definitely need some new engines. Because, well, you see, you have seen what those are capable of. Yeah. Getting those is really expensive. But, well, that's what you need for good heavy launch vehicles. Oh yeah. Yeah, and we also got this baby. Very nice engine. Let's see what else we can have. Well, why not get some rover parts? Yeah. And for... Oh, and we can afford the big ones too. And as I already said, I'd like to try mobile life. So, let's take those. Well, what else? Xenon for some probes. Nice and well. That's not too necessary. Yeah. Well, some avionics could be nice, but well. Okay, we'll leave the aviation for now. Oh. Okay. And nothing too much more to see here. Well. So, let's see what we can do now. And, well, I have something special in mind. See you in the launch pad. So, what is this thing? Well, that's a replica of a real world craft. Really. Well, the launch vehicle is UR-700. Well, that is UR-700. Well, yeah, one of the Soviet lunar projects. And the craft is LK-700. Well, that is the lander designed for this rocket. Well, maybe it's got a bit bigger than it should be in original, but well, that's the configuration. So the rocket is 3 stages. First stage carries carries some additional fuel that is fit into the second stage. So yeah, that's real world example of such CrossFit. Maybe even the earliest one. I'm not really sure. Oh yeah. And the third stage, well, is based on Proton first stage, just a bit modified. Well, it has half less engines, but we'll get to that. 3, 2, 1, let's go! but that's okay. So yes, basically UR-700 is, well, Chelom's alternative to Korolev's N1. And for quite some time both projects were developed in parallel. Yeah, in the end they decided to build N1, not this. But the main feature of the entire UR-700 project was maximal reusing of what they already have on UR-500. That is Proton launch vehicle. So yes, the first and second stage were basically built of several stacked tanks based on central tank of Proton first stage. The third stage is, well, a bit cut off version of Proton first stage. Well, also some parts of the lander also were. Yeah, these boosters, lander's boosters are also based on Proton second stage, I think, or something like that. And that's the main feature. Maximal reusing of over the existing technology, that's what universal rocket stands for. And, well, the only real problem was that it still was a high-scale project. Also, they definitely couldn't afford to build launch pads for both UR-700 and N1. And that's how it happened that this rocket was never built. As for the spacecraft itself, well, there is it also wasn't built ever. And there was one more thing, because, well, for testing the capsule and some other parts of the spacecraft, they were planning to send lunar flyby of a craft called Alchemy, which would be a smaller version of this lander. But, well, the craft itself was fully cancelled. But the lunar flyby, well, was partially combined with the N1 and 3 project. That's how 7KL1, known as Zond, was created. So, well, that was a Soyuz-based craft launching Proton launch vehicle around the moon. And that really couldn't fly long, but, well, in the end they didn't risk it. And the fate of L1 itself, well, you know. just couldn't properly test the first stage before launching, and after 4 fails in a row, the project was cancelled. Even though they did make some new engines for it that should not fail as much. And the first stage separation. Yeah, the first stage is 50% larger than the second. For each stage 50% larger. That is because both stages have, well, the same burn time, but, well, during the first stage it supplies the second stage's engines with fuel. Yeah. As for this part, well, in the real work it was done a bit different. Well, there should be a large coupler here, and those engines, well, actually were put so that in between those stacks. But, well, I just couldn't make anything better. There was an option, of course, to put something small here between those tanks and put the tanks on it, but it's very badly affects structural integrity. And we have second stage separation. Yeah. At this point, well, I think this scale got a bit off, but, well, we didn't have intermediate scale parts to build cylinder. Also, well, the thing is that this stage is terribly underpowered. Terrible. Because, well, originally, you see, four of the engines here would correspond to one of the engines of those first and second stage. So, the difference in thrust would be just 4 times between second and third stage. Here it's about 6, maybe. Not powerful enough. Also, yeah, the data about third stage of UR-700 is quite contradictory. There are basically two things. First, that it's based on proton first stage, just with 3 side blocks instead of 6. And second, that you can't just attach it this way, you need to change the size of it. Because, well, in case of proton first stage, well, the central tank is oxidizer tank, and the side blocks contain only fuel. Well, yes, that's one stage, not something with boosters. And that is then the feature. If you remove half of side blocks, you either need to increase their size or decrease the size of the center, maybe even boost. Yes, but in this configuration, the speed the third stage gets to 100. But if you fix it, you'll get quite a nice heavy lifter. It already can lift 100 150 tons. Yes, I tested it. Well, the real world rocket was designed for 150 tons payload. So well. And here we get exactly this payload capacity. Okay, let's drop this stage. Well, it still has some fuel. But, well, it got this craft to orbit. By the way, how heavy it is? Yeah, 150 tons. And that's the payload capacity. So yeah, that's basically is what LK-700 lander looks like. That's direct ascent profile, meaning that the craft lands on the moon and then flies back without entering an orbit around the moon. And with those engines, well, with those stages, the plan is following. Those are free sidebars are used for trans-lunar injection, and this one is for slowing down when arriving to the moon and flying, and almost until the moment the craft lands. Yeah, most Russian designs are this way. The previous stage is dropped just before landing. Then the craft itself lands on the moon and then gets back home. Okay, let's plot our trajectory to the moon. Or just, well, or just good old method. The moon is on the horizon, so let's burn. By the way, if you add to the first stage of UR-700 3 more stacks, this time without extra fuel for the second stage, you get UR-900 launch vehicle, even heavier. It was planned to use for Mars mission. Some details about that design are not really clear, but there were ideas to put a nuclear engine on the third stage, for example. The pity that after the moon they never went further, even for moon base. Yeah, the world definitely needs some crazy projects like that. Yeah, that's our trajectory. Directly into the moon. And now there is a big difference between And this in the real world design. Real world design, those tanks should be about empty at this point. And here, well, we have more than half. Yeah, that is for KSP. This design gets terribly overpowered from this place. And of course, I won't be using it for such missions. That's just a showcase. But, well, because those tanks, well, should be dropped around this point, well, will drop. Maybe after entering the moon's sphere of influence, to be sure we don't let a bunch of space debris after us. Well, let's down those tanks even though they are halfway full. Because, well, let's follow the original flight plan of this craft. Yeah. That's the point where you really see some differences between the real world craft and its replica. And mean, here we have notably more fuel than we need. Let's find where to land. And I'm thinking about doing a precision landing around our first landing site on the moon. As for trajectory intersecting the surface to the east of landing site, well, that's not yet really known, because don't forget that the moon rotates. Plus, we will still be doing some vertical corrections. So yeah, just okay. Let's leave it here. Be careful, watch the altitude. It doesn't have too much thrust to weight ratio for direct landing at such velocities. All the crew is very happy. Don't they understand the risks of going at such velocities into the moon? Yeah, so the plan for this craft is, well, that this stage is used for braking and approaching the landing site, and just before the landing it's dropped and the lander itself ignites its engine and lands, and then it flies back. By the way, do you know that originally for Apollo project there was also the same scheme, that to launch the entire, well, to land the entire command and service module on the surface of the moon. Just when they calculated the necessary the size of rocket, well, they decided that they won't be able to build reliably so big thing, so they switched to using separate lander. the funnest part of this all? Well, with pilot capacity Saturn V had in the end, it could be used for the original theme. Yeah. So, by the way, UR-700 had similar pilot capacity to Saturn V, and well, this lander, let's see, it was designed, well, to carry up to 4 cosmonauts. Well, in early flight there would be only 2, but then it could be upgraded to 4 seats. We have overshot a bit, but we can just do this. Perfect. Let's ensure we are going directly to our target. Well, we are at 1 kilometer above our landing site. And, well, let's drop the stage. And deploy the landing gear. Yes, this ship really did have 8 legs. Well, for increased stability, of course. And we have landed. Well, okay, it's merely 1.5 meters, but we could be closer. Yes. Well, let's see. Yeah, last time we visited this place, of course, we didn't have all the science equipment, so why not? Temperature. Crew report, yeah. Not worth it. Of course I forgot the solar panels because the original craft didn't have them. Well, I think it had the electrochemical generator or something like that. Let's plant the flag, so that we know we have been here. Now, okay, 700. Yeah, that's the craft. Okay, so we are going back home now. Yeah, we can prove the design is viable in Kerbal space program. Just a bit overpowered. But that's it. Well, the valid fraction in Kerbal space program is usually much better than for real-life rockets, and that in turn results in such thing that if we use replica of real rocket, we leave too much payload. Yeah, we leave too much payload. So yeah. Okay. Let's go home. So where are we? Yeah, we are here and yeah, just flying to the east. Just going east. Take off. Yeah. One more detail. On most Russian landers, including this one, there was a special construction the landing legs are attached to. And that construction would be left on the surface of the moon. So yeah, it's some kind, it's like a shrouder on the engine. And it usually gets dropped left on the surface, so that we don't take legs and some other landing equipment like red alert, altimeter. By the way, you know that payload sample return capsule of some probes like Luna 16 didn't have any attitude control at all. Yeah, that's strange. That was just a rocket engine attached to it, but no attitude control. So those probes went only to places where from where you could return to Earth by just going up. Yeah. As you see, this thing is really overpowered. Again, we have pretty much a bunch of unspent fuel. But that's it. Don't try copying real design KSP too much. Well, they might work, but you may get a very inefficient result. Let's be careful. And splash down. That covers the vessel. Yeah. So, how did you like our historic craft replica? Well, yeah, overpowered, but still, and nice, good old design. Okay, see you in the next episode. Bye.